Tony D and Little Joan, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Archie, the biopic about Cary Grant. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my book, link in the description, Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. It's Cyber Monday. Contribute to the economy. Anyhow, the actor they have for Cary Grant, he looks the part. He really does. And they have a younger Cary Grant in the earlier days. And you're going to see Alfred Hitchcock and him making all the famous movies. And you're going to see his life and his marriage. You know the notes. Apparently his mother was committed. Or his father had her committed. I don't know what her deal was. I mean, it looks fine. Diane Cannon is one of the executive producers, and Jennifer Grant, who I believe is his daughter. Here he is in a later shot, but I think that's reenacted for the movie. This is done by a British outfit, so this is going to be the rise and fall of Cary Grant. It looks fine. It looks perfectly fine. First act, his early days, how he grew up. He wants to be an actor. He's a young man. He's very talented, but can he make it in Hollywood? And then he does. And then second act, he's in everything. He's the most handsome man in California, and he's changed his name from Archie Leach to Cary Grant, and he's off and running. And then he finally makes his, North by Northwest, probably one of the best movies ever, and he reaches a peak. And then, the fame and all the fame, and plus he was gay, he was hiding that. It starts to get to him. And then there's a crisis, there's a downfall. It disrupts his marriage. And will he survive? And he eventually dies in 86. I believe he died of a stroke. And it's lights out. And then credits, the real Cary Grant, blah, blah, blah. So, it seems fine. It's a BritBox production, so I guess they're kind of like a British Netflix. It looks pretty high-end, I gotta say. I'm wondering where they shot it. I wonder if they went to LA to shoot it, or did they sort of CGI all the palm trees in? Let's read the write-up. BAFTA award-winning and Academy-nominated screenwriter and executive producer Jeff Pope brings the remarkable little-known story of the formative years of Hollywood superstar Cary Grant to the screens in a much-anticipated drama. One of the 20th century's most iconic figures, Cary Grant touched the world with his charm, wit, and grace, but few knew Archie Leach, the man behind the name, and the enormous challenges he overcame to this path to stardom. From his troubled childhood to the overpowering lie that shaped his life, this surprising and emotional drama captures the struggles, fears, loves, and losses of Archie Leach, a man who couldn't be further from the character he invented to save himself. I like that pitch. That's a really well-written pitch. If only every movie would had a good synopsis like that on the trailer. Should totally do that. I mean, that makes me want to see the damn thing, quite frankly. Jason Isaacs, an executive producer by Jennifer Grant, Cary Grant's daughter, and Diane Cannon, his ex-wife. Oh, he was married to Diane Cannon. I remember her. So, good. I mean, look, it's probably not going to show the rough edges of Cary Grant too much. I think Diane Cannon, they had their problems, I'm sure, but, what is she going to do? Is she going to knock him? He's dead. I don't think she's going to make him look bad. Same thing with his daughter. I mean, you'll get a little bit of that, I'm sure. He had his problems, but I don't know if you'll really get, truth. But, they did know him intimately, or at least, Diane Cannon did. And then, his daughter knew him very well, I'm sure. So I think it'll be kind of interesting. Would I watch it? I have mixed feelings about biopics. Very rarely I like them. This one, I'm telling you, that write-up sold me most of the way. I might watch it. I don't know how you get BritBox. I mean, if it shows up on streaming sometime and I could watch it, maybe. I did like Cary Grant as an actor because I'm a huge fan of North by Northwest and Alfred Hitchcock. So I'm partly interested in seeing Hitchcock's portrayal, even though he's not the main character in this. But it's interesting. It would be interesting to watch a movie like this and then say the biopic about Hitchcock with Anthony Hopkins and see how they compare. You know, I don't know if Cary Grant was in the other biopic, but it would be interesting if he was, and then see how each movie portrays the other. You know, to watch biopics about that era, and then see how kind of they match each person from the movie, from North by Northwest or other movies. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you're a Hollywood nut, this was a cool era. He was the suave guy on the screen, but in real life he was gay, and that was a huge secret at the time. Obviously, that would have killed his career at the time. But again, Hollywood was pretty tolerant of stuff like that, as long as it was behind the scenes. And he did pretty well for himself, I think. He had a pretty comfortable life, I think, after a while. So yeah, I think this would be a decent movie to watch. Again, I'm not high on the biopics, but yeah, this one looks well produced, well acted. The lead looks a lot like Cary Grant. And even Diane Cannon. I'm trying to remember what she looked like younger. I think they cast pretty well on her too. Yeah. So, all right, Archie, check it out if you got BritBox. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. I don't know how many more bass takes I can get away with on YouTube before they cancel me. So I just got a huge amount of hits yesterday. And that's usually when YouTube starts looking at me again and then says, "Oh, you did something bad," and gives me a strike. So please come to Rumble, BitChute, and Odysee and just make an account. If I upload every day, and if I don't upload on a day, find me there. Plus, there's 2 other videos. There are 2 videos I will not put on here anymore. They're just too based for YouTube. So come on by. Hope to see you there. We'll see you